Like the boobies are flowing.
Not overflowing.
I did run out of toilet paper!
The house is haunted.
I love the fact that on my kitchen table, I just have 2 lashes hanging out. Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to today's vlog. Do you guys remember when both of these buckets were overflowing and now this one's like half empty? Okay. That is absolutely my fault. Before we get this morning started, I kind of want to make a matcha. I just got this in yesterday. My fiance bought it for me because I was having the hardest time trying to like temperature control for matcha. It's very precise apparently. These are glass straws, by the way. Grass. I made grass. Oh my god.
Is it better than...
Oh my god, I'm starting my own Alfred's tea. What do you think?
It's so good.
Apparently, the reason that the temperature is so important is because the minute that you pass 175, it gets bitter. Which feels insane. I'm gonna sit down because this is about to be a whole ass motherfucking video. I know that I have a haul. I know that I have so many things to show you, but I just need to get something off my chest. The past 48 hours of my life have been... Where do I even begin? I'm the type where if I kind of believe in something, I kind of believe in it, right? But I'm also the type where if something is like too scary, I get into denial. I believe that this house is not haunted because if the idea of our house being haunted is too scary and too stressful and too anxiety inducing, which it is, and that could just be denial because the past 48 hours, I wanted to film a cutesy ass, little ass, have no importance in my life ass video of me saging the entire house for shits and giggles. Honestly, for entertainment purposes. And that's how it started. And then it led to so much more than that. So 2 days ago, after I posted the relationship update video, like I got so many positive responses, by the way. Thank you guys so much for being supportive because that was kind of a weird, scary, difficult video to make. And so I made the video. Everybody was like very supportive of everything. Everyone was like, yes, bitch. No, nobody said that. The next morning, I was reading up on more comments. I keep seeing all these comments about saging the house. And now I feel like it's really bad to say this, but I was never a believer of saging the house for a lot of reasons. Okay, the first being that when I grew up in like a kind of a Christian household, but like the Christianity that my family particularly practiced didn't really believe in stuff like that. It was actually like frowned upon. If you've been watching my main channel for a while, you guys know that I had my Harry Potter book confiscated at church.
Oh, they still haven't given back to you?
I know, I want my 1999. Never really believed in it. And then my grandma used to do like incense and stuff. She used to pray with a lot of candles, like the ones with like Mother Mary on it because she was Catholic. And then I started watching movies. And when you see people sage in movies, and I still think it's kind of like this, right? You just see like these girls in like these bohemian dresses, like you know they shop at Anthropologie, but not in like the planner and journal section. Like they buy clothes from there and they've got like 25 bangles on, always never wearing shoes, they're always barefoot. They just have like this bohemian, just floor pillows on the ground, and then they're like saging the house. I just don't relate, and so I feel like I can't sage the house because I don't look like that. Does that sound like me?
No shoes.
No shoes!
Pillows on the ground.
Oh my god. I do have pillows on the ground. No offense, I just kind of thought like it was just a bunch of like placebo thing. Like it's in your head, right? Because like how can you really touch a stone and be like, wow, I have this energy transfer, okay? And so I never believed in it. Low-key made fun of them. Well, high-key because I probably made fun of them on this channel. And then I saw you guys commenting to sage the house. In order to kind of entertain my brain, I went on the internet and I started researching saging. Now this is when I came across a plethora of information because I started to realize that sage actually has a logical reason that it works. So I always thought it's like you burn this smoke and you walk around the house chanting something probably, and then like negative energy, gone. Ex-boyfriend, gone. Financial problems, gone. Apparently, there's actually a scientific reason. So essentially sage smoke, it actually kills, I think they said it was like 94% of airborne bacteria. So it genuinely clears the air. Then I was like, okay, so there is like a health benefit. Maybe I breathe clearer, and so then like I feel like everything's much more clear and positive. Like maybe it's that, I'm not sure. And I started going too deep into it, and then I'm a believer of sage now. Like I really do. Because he was just trying to entertain me for the past 48 hours. But listen to this. They say a person's energy is like perfume. And so if you hang out with someone who is wearing this perfume, it kind of lingers around you. And the only way to get rid of that is to sage, because it kills a lot of the airborne bacteria. And it's not supposed to, like some people say saging gets super positive, but it's supposed to just kind of neutralize things. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it for the video, but also for me. Like I really do want to sage the house, not just because I think it's haunted, not because I really think that there's like a spirit making us fight, but just because at least this way it's like everything cancels out, like everything's zero. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna go get some sage. And so the first place that I look on Yelp is these like, it was called like a psychic something. Pictures of the place just looked like spiritual healing. And I was like, that seems so much fun. Like I'm gonna go there, and this person probably knows so much more about sage than I can Google, and they're gonna give me all this information, and it's gonna be beautiful. And so I drive up there, and it was closed that day. But that's not what it said on Yelp or on Google. So I really don't know if they were psychic, because they couldn't foresee a customer coming and they closed. I was like,
they just don't want your energy, you know?
So then I was like, okay, where else can I find some sage? Because it's not like really a household common item yet. So I tried to like call Target, they don't really have it. And then finally I called Whole Foods, and they said that they had it. I show up, they don't have it. And so I'm like, how is that possible? Because I even remember calling, asking like, oh, I want to get like 4 sticks. Do you have them? They're like, we have plenty. And I show up, and they don't have any. It was just a little bit eerie. Like the whole premise of that was kind of just creepy. And so then I'm looking online, I'm looking at everywhere that I can buy sage, and a lot of it is like, don't get it on Amazon Prime. Apparently, because you're using it to cleanse your house, a lot of the times sage is manufactured in a way that's very illegal. Some people will steal plants from like countries that don't have a lot of it, or they'll use very bad manufacturing practices. It's a whole thing. It has to be like a certain certified sage.
And so they said Amazon Prime sells you a lot of blood money sage.
And so I'm like, well, what can I get that takes less than 2 days? Oh, it got so cold in this house, right? It just like, it was the weirdest feeling. I know it's temperature. I know it's like October, it's like Halloween. All of a sudden that day, it got so cold, right? And oh no, the first thing that happened, I'm so sorry. There's so much that happened. I think everything by itself sounds like I'm being dramatic, but everything leading up to the point of actually saging the house was such a trip. We took a nap, right? I couldn't find sage anywhere, so I'm like, okay, I'm like kind of exhausted. I kind of want to take a quick nap, and we wake up, and the most disgusting smell had accumulated in what seemed like just maybe an hour that we were asleep. Like, how does that happen? It was like this little piece of king crab that we just didn't throw out. But it wasn't bothering us an hour ago. So then that's when we decided to open up all the doors, because it was that freaking disgustingly smelly. We open up all of the freaking doors, okay? We're letting this place air out, when all of a sudden, I hear a drip drip noise. Not a good drip drip, not a good, ooh, she got some jewelry, like drip jewelry. It was like true dripping leakage noise. And I'm like, what is that? And my fiance had turned on the heater because it was that freaking cold, and our ceiling was leaking. I need to close the blinds. Our ceiling was leaking! Technically, I'm making it seem a lot more dramatic than it is. Essentially what was happening is we have these like hidden sprinklers or something, and they have like water in them. It's complicated.
No,
and
it wasn't reserved water. It's from the heater cooling thing. It just came out of there because the sprinkler was there.
That's creepy. Yeah, apparently one of the screws were loose in my brain. I'm just kidding. No, in one of our sprinklers, and it was leaking water. And the worst part is, I don't even know how this happened, but like the ceiling was leaking water, and I wasn't freaked out. Like I had this really weird emotion of like, we put a bucket underneath it, and we were just both like, oh, the ceiling's leaking. I don't know how to explain it. And finally that night, I found sage online, and I found somewhere that I could pick it up immediately. I picked it up from World Market. I put it on hold, and we drove to World Market, and we got there 5 minutes before closing. I get there 5 minutes before closing. I get it, I grab it, we come home, and all of a sudden, I lost my wallet. Like I haven't lost my wallet in forever, but we just can't.
So I think blames every mistake that she makes in a day on this house. On this energy.
Think about it, it's almost like whatever was here did not want to be saged. And I didn't want to vlog it because, like I said, I get into this mindset where if something is getting too scary and too like paranoia induced, I don't feel comfortable vlogging it because it's almost like when you say something out loud, it becomes real, right? I mean, I feel like this is only half the stuff happened. I feel like I should have written it down. Like there was so much other things that happened. It was just weird. Was it not weird? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Which part? Which one though?
You're on the toilet, like.
I ran out of toilet paper.
I did run out of toilet paper!
The house is haunted.
It was really weird, and to the point where we got the sage and I was like, I don't feel comfortable vlogging it. Like I just want to like sage it. Like I wanted it to be very serious. For some reason in my head I was like, if I vlog it, like I know me, I'm gonna like joke around even though I'm taking it seriously. But then like what if whatever's going on in the house thinks like I'm just digging around? And so we saged the entirety of the house, every corner, every room. And, you know, I don't know if it's in my head, but I feel great because our ceiling is no longer leaking. The screw has been fixed.
The contractor came and fixed this.
I found my wallet.
Because it was in the side of the car seat.
I have extra sage on stock.
Because you paid for it?
The crab smell is gone.
Yeah, because I threw out the trash.
Oh no, oh my god, oh my god. I knew I was missing something. That morning he wakes up and he looks at me and he goes, babe. And I go, yeah. And he goes, that's so weird. I fucked up. And I go, why? What happened? And he goes, I ran outside this morning, right when I woke up, and I see this trash truck, like they just drove by our street like super quickly. And I saw everybody else's trash can and they were empty. And ours were still in the sides of the house because we didn't take it out. So I'm telling you, should I go sage the trash?
Yeah, you should.
Jingle bells mixed with king crab mixed with that energy.
So pretty much that's all I wanted to say. Our house is haunted, but no mas because I saged it. So I don't know about you, but you don't have to call Ghostbusters no more. Just call your bitch Stephanie Sue. I can't tell if the house, like the energy and the air feels so crisp because it's fall or because we saged it. Okay, so I'm gonna go do a haul, guys, because you're gonna take out the bad energy, bring in some new clothes or whatever. There's gotta be balance. You lose one thing, you gain another. I've been online shopping a lot because I've been kind of switching up my style and my whole vibe, and I want to see if you guys are into it. And welcome to the newfound series that I'd like to call Return or Keep, because this is what happens when I go online shopping. I don't need this many clothes. I need to return some of these. I need to keep some of these, but we're gonna try it on because I don't even think Misguided has it like an actual physical location in anywhere near me. I ordered these, probably won't keep all of them, so we're just gonna decide which ones to keep, which ones to return. So this is the first one. I'm obviously gonna keep this one. You guys already saw me wear it. The tag is gone. There is no going back at this point, but I really like it. This is what I wore for the last video that I posted, and I thought I was just gonna buy it to be like a stay-at-home shirt. I mean, it's actually cute and it's comfortable. I wore this with white sneakers the other day. Looked really cute. Keep. These are the next things that I got. This is a pink 90s jogger. It's supposed to be petite. It feels very comfortable, but I just have to show you guys something. I look like a Korean student who's about to go to 7-Eleven to get some triangle kimbap because I'm hungry. I don't look cool. The girl on the website, she looked cool. Like, she was like doing some of this shit and she looked really cool. And then me, I'm like,
Hi, do you have any more tuna kimbap?
I've also noticed that when I think that I look weird, I normally would stand like this, but when I think that I look weird, I go. That's definitely not my hip size. I love how Misguided is just like, no, let me give you some hips because you ain't got none. Like, that is not my hip size. Why does it look like I face-tuned myself? You know, I'm keeping her. I'm keeping her. Keep. This one is actually so cute. It's a little bit short, but I want to show you guys the details up front because this has this, I don't know, what did you call it? It's like this ruffled thing that's already ruffled, pre-buttoned, and so it has that very natural ruching effect on this side, which I feel like is always flattering for like most body shapes, and it's long sleeve and it goes up the neck, and I just feel like it looks like there's a lot going on for such a simple piece to put on. I just had to zip it up on the back, but I feel like there's a lot of different flows, like the boobies are flowing.
Not overflowing.
And then we've got this to kind of accentuate the waist, which I don't know why it makes me want to stand like this. It just automatically, I'm like, what's poppin', my left hip bits.
Keep.
This one is probably the most expensive dress out of all of them because it was originally, I want to say $100. Got it for $50 maybe, and I don't know if I love it. I feel like on the model it just looked a lot more, maybe not as so long. It's kind of a bit of an awkward length. Maybe I'm just super short, but then the arms aren't like super long, so I'm not sure where the proportions are coming in. It's confusing. Like the bottom of this screams middle school teacher. The top of this screams
40-year-old divorcee?
I'm not exactly sure what kind of like image that they were gonna go with, and then these you just kind of have to keep tightening them, which I feel like is a very interesting. Oh well, I feel like tighter is cuter. Maybe I should just tie it up after I tighten it, and then it'll be maybe cuter. I think this one's just gonna be a return. I think I love this outfit. I don't know why I feel like such a grown-ass adult in this. This is a whole ass outfit. I can't even show you guys over there. So this is the top. This is kind of like a tank top button up. It's a little bit loose and I don't love that it's so loose. Oh, maybe I do have to return this because of how loose it looks on the sides. It does look overfit, but I feel like in the front it's kind of cute that it's oversized. And this one is like this emerald green midi skirt, big skirt.
Keep.
Okay, I need to start returning things because I keep keeping everything, but wait a second. I want to say I paid like $12 for these pants. They have real ass pockets. It's a zip up. It's so comfortable. It's good material. Doesn't show butt cheeks unless I do that, but normally doesn't show butt cheeks. I like this. I think I'm gonna go order this in more colors if they have it. And then this top, I saw online that they were wearing it like this. It's just a regular button down, so if I undid it, it'd come maybe to here, and you could probably tuck it into like your work pants and stuff. But I just love the sleeves. The sleeves are fun. It's like that lace detail. I just think this look is fun.
Motherfucking keep.
I'm just gonna run through some basics real quick because some of these aren't super crazy. Like they're just literally, this is a baggy t-shirt dress that says Tokyo, Japan, which yes, I understand the irony of being a Korean woman in a shirt that says Tokyo, Japan that was probably manufactured in China? Pakistan. Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry. Keep. Oh, this is a silk blouse that I feel like I got a similar one from Reformation that already had like this tie-up, but this just feels better. I'm so confused. This feels better, and it was, I think I paid like $20 for it. By the way, I've been doing this for every one of them. Keep. Honey? So, I bought a bunch of stuff from Misguided because I thought I was gonna hate half of them, and I thought I was gonna return half of them.
So you were misguided?
Yeah. That was so good. I'm kind of speechless. I'm kind of confused because I feel like I like all of them.
Every single one?
Yeah. I think there was one dress that was like a maybe.
Cool, so we can formally say Misguided is much better than Reformation.
Reformation!
Some Reformation?
Reformation, I think. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Sorry today's video was just all over the place. I feel like it always takes me a second to gather my thoughts when I just was haunted. I don't really know how to explain it. Like either you relate or you don't relate. But I mean, I feel like
hunted or you're not hunted. If you're hunted, you're hunted.
So I feel like I'm just trying to like get back into my own groove of things without all of this shit going on in my life. So we've saged the place. The place is cleansed. No weird shit going on. The air is crisp. I got some new clothes. And tomorrow we will be back with some... It's still haunted. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back tomorrow with a less haunted video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.